This is the inflamed world today, a faltering American economy, an uncertain Russian future, a reproachful Spanish present. And in China, there are other calculations. Everyone today is making their calculations in a crazy, blind way. China does not attack, does not kill, and does not mobilize. It is just counting, and not just any counting. It is counting to the number 9. Here in China, 9 cities are not built, but are designed to be hubs of civilization parallel to the West. 9 companies do not produce, but program the world to consume from them. And 9 planes do not only take off, but fly above the mind of the Pentagon like an endless nightmare. This is how China has summarized mathematics, politics, and history in one number. In the time of broken America, it seems that this number is enough to lead the world. What is the story of China and the number 9? Let us follow together China's secret code in a world where economics intersects with politics and technology. A single Chinese secret code controls the fate of countries. A code composed of one number, which is the number 9. Is it just an ordinary number, or does it have deeper connotations? And why is this number repeated in a strange way in the heart of Chinese power? It is possible that it is the number 9, a strategic symbol within the Chinese Communist Party, used as part of its political doctrine to contribute to strengthening unity among its leaders and enhancing internal discipline. The number 9 may symbolize long-term stability and continuity in rule, which is consistent with the party's strategic vision to maintain its dominance over the Chinese political arena for generations to come. This is not limited to military or economic aspects, but extends to include the cultural and ideological aspect, indicating the absolute centrality that the party seeks in Chinese culture. The number 9 has deep roots in ancient philosophies and spiritual symbolism. One of the most prominent of these symbols is the search for immortality. In traditional Chinese religions and philosophies, the number 9 is associated with eternal immortality, such as the 9 levels of hell in Chinese literature, which are considered part of the soul's journey in the afterlife. The number 9 may be used to indicate multiple stages of power that any ruler or leader must pass through before reaching the pinnacle of complete power. According to Chinese mythology, there are 9 keys to power that include securing the political hegemony of the government, which are the economy, the military, the media, control of cyberspace, foreign relations, social justice, technology, energy, and finally, environmental sustainability. The number 9 in China is also seen as part of a larger strategy to maintain the dominance of the Communist Party. In ancient China, the number 9 was considered the number of supreme power, a symbol of royal dominance and the rule of the Imperial dynasty. The idea of the number 9 has always been associated with absolute power and the unlimited nature of this power. For example, the Forbidden City Palace in Beijing repeats the number 9 in everything in it. The number of rooms is 9 main rooms in each wing, the number of main doors is 9, and the number of columns is 9. Yes, this number was part of the design of the palace, because the emperor believed that 9 represents the perfect number that symbolizes the continuity of the empire and its eternal power. In Taoist philosophy and Confucian thought, the number 9 symbolized the perfect balance between earth and heaven. In Taoism, there are 9 layers in the universe, and it is believed that the universe consists of 9 parts. The number 9 complements each other as it indicates the eternal cycle of life. It is the number that symbolizes continuous survival and immortality. In the modern era, this philosophical and historical idea about the number 9 has moved to a strategy. In economic plans, you find that the number of major projects implemented by China is often linked to the number 9, such as the Belt and Road project and industrial expansion in 9 major cities. The party reinforces this number to show the world that China is proceeding according to a well-thought-out and strong plan, similar to the strength of the number 9 in history. 9 warplanes, so who controls the sky? The sky has always represented control and power, and through it, countries can impose their hegemony. In the age of modern technology, superiority in the air has become one of the most important elements of military power. Here, the number 9 appears in China again, through warplanes that represent the Chinese Air Force, which is making its way towards globalization. These aircraft are not just military tools, but rather symbolic messages in the battle of political and geographical power. If we look at the development of the Chinese Air Force, we find that there are 9 main aircraft that are considered the backbone of the Chinese Air Force. These are the J-10 light multi-role fighter, G-11 heavy fighter, G-15 naval fighter, G-16 multi-role fighter, G-20 stealth fighter, H-6 strategic bomber, H-6N nuclear bomber, KG-2000 early warning and control aircraft, and Y-20 heavy military transport aircraft. These are 9 aircraft that represent the nerve center of China's military capacity building and cover a wide range of missions, from attack to defense and even long-range strategic operations. Is it a coincidence that their number is 9? 9 major cities. China seizes the heart of the world. China is not only an economic and industrial power, but also a geographical power with global political weight. To expand its influence, China relies on expansion in major cities that represent pivotal economic and strategic centers. 9 major cities are considered the backbone of China's economy and are the key points that control the global trade industry, technological innovation, and geopolitical influence. The 9 cities are Beijing, the political and cultural capital; Shanghai, the financial and commercial center; Shenzhen, the innovation center; Guangzhou, the manufacturing and trade center; Chongqing, the largest city in the West and a center for trade and manufacturing; Hangzhou, the center of digital companies; Tianjin, the shipping and trade center; Suzhou, the center of industrial and technological production; and Han, the center of education and technology. 9 cities. China deliberately makes them economic engines that represent its growing global power. Each of these cities enjoys great strategic advantages. Thus, these cities have formed 9 pivotal points in the structure of the Chinese economy, as they today act as a link between the internal Chinese economy and the outside world, allowing it to control global supply chains. These cities are not only economic engines, but they are lines of defense for China in the face of geopolitical challenges. Through its dominance over these major cities, China can impose its trade laws on other countries and expand its influence in the field of investment, in addition to ensuring that its economy remains at the forefront of the world. 9 companies. The Chinese economy is in the grip of giants. Giant companies are an essential part of the economic power of any country. For China, these companies are not just economic entities, but rather strategic geopolitical tools. 9 major companies constitute the cornerstone of the Chinese economy and help Beijing achieve global dominance in various fields. Through these companies, China has become one of the largest economies in the world. Yes, 9 companies embody the Chinese economic scene, namely Huawei, the communications and technology giant; Alibaba, the e-commerce giant; Tencent, the internet and entertainment empire; Baidu, the search and artificial intelligence giant; Geely, the largest Chinese car manufacturer; Sinopec, one of the largest oil and gas companies in the world; China Mobile, the largest communications company in the world; ZTE, a leading technology and communications company; BYD, the electric car manufacturing giant. Each of these companies operates not only within China's borders, but its influence extends to the entire world. China relies on these companies to lead technological innovation, which is considered a decisive factor in future dominance. They also contribute to China's geographical expansion. China seeks to transfer its technologies and products to new markets around the world, which contributes to supporting China's economic power. The number 9 constantly appears in Chinese culture and politics as a symbol that carries deep strategic connotations. 9 cities are like castles of light above the ground. 9 companies drag the global economy as the galaxy drags its last star. And 9 planes do not fly, but rather draw maps of the coming war in the sky. This is not a number, but a comprehensive plan. It was a coded Chinese tune playing on the strings of American nerves, and it is difficult for the Pentagon to decipher it, even as it trembles on the shoulder of the Pacific Ocean. Here, we are not talking about the economy or technology. We are talking about an imperial code formulated with sacred calculations, a number that is not written but rather executed and strikes a fatal blow. A number that does not represent just an ordinary number, but rather is part of a comprehensive strategic vision through which China seeks continuity and dominance in various fields. Through this symbolism, the Chinese confirm their quest to remain at the top of the pyramid of political and military power for decades to come. Will Trump understand China's strategy and be able to break the rule of the number 9? This is a question that the coming days will answer.